feared for the power of her mind, worried about what she could find. Hello Pisces, this is a timeless reading for you. I'm using my own tarot cards. Your reading starts with the card Infinity, followed by Abundance, Destiny, Good, Acceptance, and Elephant Big. So this sounds really good, and it also feels really good, like there is no negative card in your spread here. Even though sometimes it's a little bit tricky. I also had readings where there were only positive cards, but there was a lot of nasty energy attached to it, which is not the case in your reading. It also, even though it is so positive, it feels very humble and subtle. I feel like there is a very smooth and harmonious energy, very fulfilling, spiritually, deeply fulfilling. That doesn't, just being grateful, not needing a lot, but having more than you need. I feel like it could come by accepting a certain circumstance in your life that maybe you haven't accepted for a long time. Maybe like a child or grandchild moving far away, or not wanting contact in any way, or not getting a certain job that you wanted, or working in a certain field that you always wished you would. That like some kind of unfulfilled desire that kept you sad for a long time, or made you feel like, okay, my life is okay, everything is fine. But this one unfulfilled desire always drags me down a little bit. Even though I don't want that, I have times when now and then I feel, I wish I had that. Or if you are not like in your 20s or 30s anymore, or 40s, I don't know, when you're like 50, 60, 70, maybe you look back and you think, it is too late to fulfill that desire, or to, for example, like having a child, or being in some kind of profession. Maybe you think it's too late to change that profession. Maybe you are 55 and you think like, I have worked for 30 years in this field and now I can never fulfill this desire that I have left. But I feel like there might be a surprising way, even if it might not come in the way that you ever expected or be exactly the way you imagined it. There could be a way that something might be fulfilled, like some kind of compromise. But I'm not supposed to tap into it any further. I'm allowed to mention it, that there might be an external shift in something here. But the focus is mainly, and it will deeply satisfy you, that something within you will just find peace with that unfulfilled desire. And you will tap into, you will experience some kind of invitation into infinity. You will realize something about yourself and your connection to something very big, which will make you then worry less about how old you are and think less about in what age people are expected to be like this, look like this, do this, have that, don't have that, or don't think like that anymore. And you will also stop thinking in these limitations, like these boundaries that a certain age group puts you in, or that we think it puts us in. There's something about timelessness, agelessness. Something feels like it's without boundaries, it's without rules. So we could also, if we want, replace the word infinity with freedom. My deck has 108 cards, but I don't have a freedom card. But you know, this infinity card gives me also this vibe of freedom. And with the abundance card, I feel like it is not about winning the lottery or becoming a millionaire, even though I don't want to say it's not possible for you. It's just in this spread about what I said. Something is so fulfilled and harmonious within you. You will have enough. You will have more than enough, but somehow you will also need less. You know, with the abundance card, I didn't paint expensive car and a huge bank account or something like this, because I don't associate abundance only with money. I drew a few coins here because we need money to survive. And we also need money because that's just how our society works. We need it for our bare existence. And if we want to have a little bit more, then somehow surviving. If we don't only want to eat potatoes and rice, but also some chocolate now and then, or you know what I mean. We need money, so it's part of abundance. But there's a lot of fertility, there are a lot of flowers, there is rain, there is sun. The elements are balanced, the energies are balanced, there is growth, there are fruits, there is cake. Like just everything to feel comfortable, to have more than you need, more than enough. But it's not only monetary, the focus is not on that. There will be enough money to pay your bills and there will be something left. And it will vary from person to person how much will be left for extras. But it's mainly about not having the fear of not being able to survive anymore, not being able to earn enough anymore. This fear will be gone and there's just this inner satisfaction and trust. The Destiny card makes me feel like you will figure out or find some kind of spiritual guidance that will help you to trust that everything will go the right way, even if sometimes logically you think it's not the right way, but you will feel these chords attached suddenly and you will become aware of this guidance. And it's not, she's very happy, she's dancing, smiling, maybe singing. She does not feel caught in these traps. It's more like it's not a cage or a bondage. It's somehow her safety in some way. And this Destiny card also makes me feel like you will realize that this unfulfilled desire that suddenly might be fulfilled in a way and at a time where you don't even think it is possible this way, you will then realize that this desire came from this higher source, because it is part of your destiny that it gets fulfilled, even if it comes much later and in an entirely different way than you imagined. Maybe you imagined, I don't know, you would become a hairstylist when you're 25 and you think now you're 56, you can't become this anymore, and suddenly there will be a way. I don't know, this is just an example, you know? Or you think you wanted to become an actor when you were 22 and now you are 44 and you think you are too old to become an actor, because usually these people start very young. I think that's also some kind of problem with these entertainment stuff. But maybe suddenly something will shift and change in the world and then you can, play a role. It's just an example. Something like that. And then when you have this experience, you will understand it was not stupid to have this desire. It just wasn't your time that it gets fulfilled. It gets fulfilled much later than you expected. We have the card good. It's very simple. It's just a good feeling. You will feel much better than usually. You will be content with your life. That's just very basic, it feels very grounded and humble, very calm. Acceptance. I don't want to repeat myself too often. I think these cards are just, the words just stand for themselves. There's not a lot to add here anymore. Because I said earlier in the beginning that you will just accept something, and as soon as you accept it, something will suddenly shift. I feel drawn a little bit to the raindrops here and the raindrops there. There's something about rain in your environment. Maybe you will also enjoy that, literally going outside into the rain without the umbrella, finding some relief and peace during that. And with the elephant and big card, I just have the feeling it is just to demonstrate, to show how big this realization is, even though it is yet so subtle and so so gently coming in. It is very huge and it will last for your entire life. That's how it feels. I feel like it's not just a good phase that you're in. It is very profound and it will stay with you for the rest of your life. Oh yeah, it's not only big. The elephant has a very thick skin. So I feel like you will also develop this thick skin, and it's very, it's not just tall, it's also big, it's wide, it's heavy, it has muscles, it has thick skin, it has size upwards and to the sides. It's hard to attack the grown elephant. And I feel like this is this kind of safety that you will find within yourself here. Very nice. I'm gonna jump over into the sarcastic animal messages. They are for fun, and I warn you, they are very sarcastic. So don't get offended, please. The snail, I'm homely and leisurely. So maybe you want to spend a lot of time at home, have a nice apartment or nice house where you can celebrate your abundance. It also makes me feel like there's something about moving on slowly, being cozy, not being in a hurry, not worrying about your age or about a certain time span when something has to happen. We have Bird of Paradise, I'm sexy and I know it, so this is funny. It could just be some kind of energy, maybe something about your physicality. Maybe you will appreciate something about yourself that you haven't seen earlier. And the pigeon. So I haven't written a text here yet, but I thought of something like, they call me filthy, or, rats of the air, whatever pigeons are being called, but I'm actually, like a good guy. They are loyal and not that dumb. So this could be also the energy. Maybe you felt underappreciated, misunderstood for a long time, and this is being solved here in this nice energy. I'm gonna leave it here for you. Thank you for watching.